What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Running Gun with AJ and Co. On today's episode, we're going to be focusing on sights and sounds. Sounds definitely holds a really close place to my heart because when I first came up with the idea, I didn't really think it would become anything serious. I just wanted to create something that could sort of give back to the countries and places that I traveled to, because I always had this idea that every location that you travel to, you actually end up taking away content from it. So my way of giving back was by showing off the cultural aspect, the food, the people, and everything else that the country had to offer. Diving into the sights and sounds series, we'll get a little more technical. First up is the most important element of this video: culture and the people. Every sights and sounds video I've created highlights a specific area or region I've traveled to. When I'm out shooting, I'm looking for simple signifiers to show the viewer that they're somewhere different. From street signs to faces, this part varies on your own personal taste though. In camera transitions, you have endless directions to make it look smooth. Left to right, up to down. You can fade into things and even out of things. Get creative with it. There aren't any rules. These are only suggestions. Hyperlapses and time lapses. A hyperlapse is a moving time lapse. You can achieve this look by manually moving the camera a short distance between each shot, aka one step at a time. All you need is a camera and video editing software that has a stabilizer option. Today I'm going to go with After Effects. We shot this earlier on the roof. Going straight up is usually the simplest. You're probably going to need at least 96 shots. That's about 4 seconds of footage. I took like 48. Bad example. First thing I'm doing is going into After Effects. After I'm in, I'm going to start a new project. Click on New Composition. And depending on the size of your video, you can either go from 4K to 1080. In this case, I'm going with 1080. I'm going to double click the left panel to import the hyperlapse that I just took on the roof. Hyperlapse, photos, and you just double click the very first one. Adobe Camera Raw is going to pop up, and I usually just adjust the highlights. You'll see your imported photos on the left panel. You could drag that and either drop it to the middle, like so, or you could put it onto the timeline, like so. Size up accordingly, and then you want to apply the warp stabilizer. I'm going to hit help, look up warp. You want to apply this to the clip. The sweet spot is anywhere between 5 and 10% for the smoothness. I usually go with 5. And you let that render out. After it's all rendered out, it'll look a little something like this. Short and sweet. Here's the sauce. Music and sound effects. For my sights and sound series, my selection of music is very subjective. I try my best to implement sounds that are appropriate for the culture, like Cuba for instance. Here's what it sounds like with a regular song. This is what it sounds like with an electronic song. To be honest though, there aren't any rules. Create something that you'd be happy with. How important are sound effects? I want to say at least half the battle. Could you imagine this shot without the sound? Let me play it back. Just try your best to be conscious of sound. It'll help you in the long run. And for my videos, I try to keep it anywhere between 2 minutes to 5 minutes. Not anything too short or too long. Something that's snackable and something that at the end of the video, I want the viewer to walk away saying, dang, I felt like I was just there.